All right, good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is another amazing Apex Agent Command call. We're going to wait just a few minutes to see who else is going to be joining us this morning. But today we are going to be going over exactly how to set up AI agents. So super excited for this call because this is a topic that a lot of people like try to wrap their head around, try to really figure out how to get things going. Got a few people logging in right now. Um, we are, like I said, we're going to be started here in a just momentarily. But today we are going to be going over inside of Apex how to actually set up AI agents to do work for you. And yes, I said that right. We are going to be setting up AI agents to do work for you. And this is a topic that, I spent thousands of dollars learning, and I've hired gurus to do it. And to be honest with you, it's a lot easier than a lot of people think, because a lot of people think, AI is just about asking it questions and getting a response back. And today we're going to be diving into agentic AI and how to actually set up agents. So, with that, we'll give it one more minute before we get kicked off. But I hope, again, everybody is having a fantastic morning. Um, so, we are going to get started here. 1 second. 1 second. Alrighty, I'm going to go ahead and get kicked off. So, today, like I mentioned several times, we are going to be going over how to set up agentic agents. And when you're setting up agentic agents inside of your Claude or whatever platform you're doing, everybody wants AI to work for itself right now. And I actually run as a lot of you know, a very large marketing agency. I have over 35 employees. I have 7 different departments. I have a rock star virtual assistant. And to be honest with you, hiring an assistant sounds amazing, but there's only so much she can do. And when I look at paying a human being to do work, I want to get a higher output. And I want to automate everything as much as possible inside of my business. And when we talk about automating things in our business, we talk about what are those things that I'm doing day to day? What are especially follow up, like following up with people? What are those things I could do? Now, last night I actually have a buyer I'm working with and super picky. I mean, just super picky. And I literally asked my AI agent, just find the house for them. Just find the house for them. Well, it found three automatically for me. So I'm going to show you how I set up AI agents to offload a lot of my day-to-day work today, and what systems I utilized, and it's actually very, 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 very easy. So I would love to know in the chat, okay, if you can, I would love to know what's one task you would love to automate. What is that? What is one task in your day-to-day business that you would just love to automate? You're like, okay, I would just love to get this done every single day. And believe it or not, it could be social media posting. If there's one task you'd love to automate. So the way automation happens, I utilize a platform called Claude. Not just Claude like Claude.ai, but I use Claude Desktop. Now, a lot of people may have seen in the past like 2 or 3 months, everybody's talking about going out and buying a Mac Mini. What is a Mac Mini? It's a very small puck of a computer that you sit on your desktop and it just stays work on and running 24/7. Now, I want to start here because I wish I knew what I knew now when I first started. So I'm teaching you kind of like I hate to say it, how to build agents for dummies kind of course that I wish I would have gone through, and starting from scratch. So number one if you can, or if you have a separate computer, you need a separate computer to build out AI agents. Okay. There's a reason why you want a separate computer to build out AI agents. Because the moment you turn off your current computer that you use every single day, those AI agents stop working. So it could even be that old MacBook Air that you have in your closet if you want to. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Don't go out there and spend thousands of dollars. You can get a $200 to $300 refurbished MacBook from anywhere. But what I'm going to do is show you exactly how I set up mine because once I realized, okay, I set up these agents, but what happens when my computer shuts off? It was super frustrating because I was getting random notifications when I turned my computer back on. I was getting all kinds of random stuff, right? And for me, okay, if you're a team leader, being a team leader also can be very daunting because you're constantly having to check in with your team. Heck, you're hiring a coach on your team a lot of times to do all the manual check-in when you could automate 100% of that check-in, you could automate 100% of their KPI follow-up and all that good stuff. So now let's say you have that second computer. Well, I don't want you to put anything on that second computer outside of Claude Desktop. And I'm going to show you what Claude Desktop actually looks like here. So this is Claude Desktop. Okay. This is what it looks like when you download it on your desktop. And the reason why you want to download it on your desktop is because when you download Claude on your desktop, you get the normal Claude chat, just like everybody else. Then you get what's called Claude Cowork, where it actually works side by side with you. And then you get what's called Claude Code. Now, Claude Chat is when you're asking for advice or you're wanting to look something up, right? Claude Cowork is when you're actually building things and you need help building something, right? And then Claude Code is where you actually do the building. Let's say you want to build videos. Let's say you want to do different things. For example, I own a permanent jewelry company as well. I own a jewelry company as well. And I wanted Claude to build me a video for permanent jewelry. And I literally told it, hey, I want you to build this video right here. And I did this UGC video actually inside of Claude. And it's actually built all these videos. I had an agent build all these videos for me. I haven't even seen these videos yet, right? I just told my agent, hey, could you build me one UGC video every single day for my marketing agency or my jewelry company? And let's look at this video really quick, what it built.
I used to spend days on end just trying to fill my calendar. It was exhausting. After hiring Jake Randolph and Beauty Biz Pro, I am finally seeing a truly full book of appointments. The weekly coaching calls with Tony have been absolutely game-changing for my business. Whether you are just getting started or you have been struggling for a while, I would highly suggest utilizing Beauty Biz Pro.
So that's really not a bad video. She's talking crazy fast, but now I can go in here and just say, hey, take this video and slow it down, and it's done, right? But the cool part is you guys are seeing this firsthand that I never even honestly saw these videos up until this point. It's just been building these videos for me every single day, right?
I used to spend days on end just trying to fill my calendar. It was exhausting. After hiring Jake Randolph and
So you could see how it's just building all of these videos for me in real time. So who here would love videos? Type a one in the chat if you'd love to have videos built for you every single day that you don't have to shoot. You don't have to be the one doing it. You're just setting it up and forgetting it, right? You're setting it up and forgetting it. And anybody love that? Would anybody love to learn how to do that? And this is going to be a multi-part series, by the way, because there's only so much I can go into in about 30, 45 minutes. But that's what we're doing here. So, and you could see here, this is my, I don't know if anybody knows what permanent jewelry is, but I own a permanent jewelry training company where I train people how to do permanent jewelry. That is literally the machine I train people on, which is kind of crazy.
I just did my first pop-up with Linked and I am so excited. The Linked Lux machine was so affordable to get started. What really set Linked apart is that they gave me everything, the training, the business support, all of it.
So you could literally take your listing that you have. You could take a listing or a new construction property, upload a photo of that, and it will put you in front of that listing as if you were there. and you could literally have a video that you didn't get in front of the camera for to actually be live with it, right? So is that exciting? You guys are kind of quiet in the chat. Is that pretty cool? Are you guys like, whoa, this is really cool? Like it's kind of like mind blowing that you could do this. Mind you, again, I did not do any of this. My AI bot built all of these videos for me. I just gave it a task. I said, hey, I want you to build 3 videos a day for me for this business. And it literally like, look at this one right
I
here.
am at my
That's
first pop-up event.
actually really
Honestly, I'm
good.
so excited. The link to
That is my exact machine. Again, it didn't mess it up. It didn't distort it. It didn't do anything, right? So how do we do this stuff? Let's let's talk about how I built this agent. Okay. So number one, everybody knows you could start doing this on your regular laptop. You don't need to go out right this second and buy a second computer. You could just build one on your normal laptop right now. Just know that the moment you close your laptop, it will turn off. But the moment you open it back up, it's turned back on again. Automatically. You do nothing. Okay. So when you're in Claude, okay, when you're in Claude, all right, you're going to go over to Cowork and let's talk about a task that you want to automatically, um, you want to automatically automate every single day. So for me, I want to go over here and show you my tasks. So I have an agent that monitors my Slack every 15 minutes. Okay, I'm showing you what I built. I have an agent that monitors my Slack every 15 minutes. It monitors all of my employees, okay, and lets me know if there's any issues going on in the company that my employees are not telling me about. Meanwhile, I have one of my employees here and she had no clue I did all this. So it's kind of funny that she's now knowing how I'm tracking everybody, but that's kind of cool too. So she could see it. Um, Number two, I have a team check-in bot that checks in with every one of my team members at 3 o'clock and asks them what tasks they completed that day and how did they complete them. Okay. Number three, I have an agent that literally sends me an end of day report on my Slack channel and it categorizes every single like whether something's urgent or not urgent. And number four, I have one specifically for one employee that works night shift for my company, right? So these are just some of the things I've built out. Now, you do have this little toggle right here that says keep awake. So you could turn on this toggle to where your computer never shuts off. Totally up to you. So if you don't want to go out and buy another Mac Mini, you could absolutely create another automation to where you can just keep your computer awake at all times. Okay. But how did I build this? All right. How can I build this? So the first way I did it was I went to Claude Cowork. Okay. Could somebody give me something they want to automate in their business? Can anybody give me something that they want to automate in their business? I want to do a live, unscripted, this is how I would do it demo. Can anybody do that? What's something you want to automate in your business? Type it in the chat. I would really love to know. Social media posts, okay. So I'm gonna say here. So I'm gonna say here, hey Claude, I really would love to create a agent that create social media posts for me, but then post them. Could you help me create this skill? I'm a real estate agent in Southwest Florida, so I love posting stuff about my local community, South Tampa, that area, the local things that are happening, maybe some upcoming events. Also talk about, the housing situation in my area, what's selling, what's not selling, giving several tips and things like that. What are some really powerful posts that I can be posting? So I'm asking it to help me build itself. So when I ask it to help me build itself, it's going to be pulling all this data, um, and it typically takes, doing Claude Cowork, it typically takes a lot more of the heavy lifting to get this done. So I'd love to help you build this. Before I create this skill, let me lock down a few choices that'll shape how it works. So it's asking which area should I focus on posting? Um, I'm going to say Southwest Naples. Where do you want these posts published? Facebook, Instagram, or I could even post it in the social media planner on Go High Level. I'm going to say Facebook and Instagram. And then how should the actual post happen? Do you want it to draft for your approval or do you want it to automatically post it for you? For me, I'll be honest with you, I don't think AI is that advanced enough for me to actually let it post immediately, right? Can we all agree on that? So I'm going to do draft for approval. How often do you want the post? Daily, a few times a week, weekly, on demand only. I'm going to say, or something else, 3 times a day. So now it's going to create an agent to build this. So got it. Southwest for Naples. So now it's loading its tools on how to actually create this bot. So now it's creating itself. Is everybody learning something? Like, is this pretty cool? Like, okay, now I see how you're building the bots. Like, it's you just ask it essentially to build itself. A lot of people think AI is so difficult. We're only 10 minutes into this call and we're already halfway through a build of an AI bot. And look, it's pulling where it's pulling information from. So now, okay, you may be thinking, well, Tony, I want my branding to be involved in it. I want my logo. I want this. I want that. Um, I add my branding kit. While it's doing that, I'm just going to tee it up. Also, I want all the posts to utilize my logo and my branding kit. I want them all to stay in uniform sync. So I'm going to let it go a little bit. All right. So sorry it's taking a little bit. Now posting frameworks, engine, powerful posts. Can you only do this on Claude or can you do Manus AI or ChatGPT? Yes, so you could do it on Manus and you could do it on ChatGPT. ChatGPT has their own version of Claude Desktop. I forget the name of it. It's ChatGPT. Let me look it up really quick. Um, it's Codex. Codex is the name. Codex. Yep. Um, I'm a firm believer. Claude's been pretty tried and true, and I have everything built out on Claude right now. So it's like, why change? I'm not one big slippery slope you can get into when you're starting to do AI stuff is like you're changing, oh, I'm using Claude this week. I'm using ChatGPT next week. Next week I'm using Perplexity. That's a slippery slope I don't want to go down on because I can never stay consistent at that point. So I would pick one platform and stick with it. Okay. And then look, it's even making sure we're in fair housing. right? So now it just wrote this skill. Okay. It's writing this skill. Yeah, then if you've only used chat, you could do the same exact thing inside of Codex. Same thing. But what I'm telling you to do is go into the cowork side of it and ask it to build this for you, right? So now it's created this skill, okay? And now look what it says. It's giving a Monday morning market intel Facebook, midday community lifestyle Instagram, and evening is tips. Every single day, that's what it's going to do, right? But now I want it to brain it to myself. And I also want the post to include really good UGC style images. So once it builds it out, love it. Apex Agent Kit gives me exactly what I need. So now it's grabbing the file. And then, so it's creating a skill for everything or every aspect of my logo and branding kit right there. Come on. And I apologize, guys, for the pauses, but it's building it. I'm building this in real time, and I want to make sure you guys see every aspect of it, the good, the bad, the ugly. That way you guys can make your own agents. So everybody who's like, I want to build a social media posting agent, here it is. Don't go out and pay a company. Don't pay me to build your agent for you. I'm literally showing you how to do it. Um, and now it's trying to connect to my Canva, which it doesn't have access to, which is fine. Come on. Now, let's say you want to create a post one off. Like, let's say you're like, hey, can you create a social media post for me about my new listing coming up on 123 Main Street? As long as you utilize code to post it, it's going to keep all of your branding in sync as well. So like I used to go to Slack to give my team members like, hey, I need you to do this. Hey, I need you to do that. I don't do that anymore. I go through Claude to tell my team what they need to do because my Claude agent also follows up with my team members to make sure they got the problems, their problems solved. And it's just going to keep building, building, building. Come on. And then also while it's going over that, you may be thinking, so Tony, if I leave my house and my computer's running my Claude bot, what happens? How do um I honestly I've never used Google Chat. I would assume it could. Google Chat's way more friendly than Slack. Way more friendly than Slack. So, but there's a little tool called Dispatch right here. Um, and Dispatch allows you to control your agents remotely from your cell phone. So, um, if you're like, hey, I need to, if you're away from your computer, let's say you're on vacation, you could literally just pair your cell phone to Dispatch and control everything from your cell phone right here, just like this. So it's pretty slick as well. Um, so that is that. So come on. Man, this is really taking a long time. So what other questions do y'all have? Oh, it just did it. All right. So then now, yep, totally get it. So now I just told it I also want the post to include UGC images. And then I'm going to say, to test it, I'm going to say, can you create me a sample post for me to review? So what other questions, while you're seeing this being built, what other questions do you have? Because next step is testing it. Any questions, thoughts? All right. So it's editing. Is this just part of your monthly plot expense, or do you pay more for co-work? No, it's a part of your monthly expense. You will utilize more credits. So my plan is to have at least 10 different bots working for me uh, by the end of the month. I will tell you, I just upgraded yesterday to the $100 plan only because I'm going to be using bots for almost everything in my business. But it's also going to save me from having to hire another VA for $1,000, right? So I'm going to be upgrading to the $100 a month Claude plan. Um, so here's really cool. So it's asking me UGC styles. So I could either do AI generated lifestyle shots, my own shoots, more authentic. I'm gonna do a mix of both. And then how should I get the logo, get your logo file needed to connect to a folder recommended? I'll paste it in. Use the text word mark now. I'm just going to use. Paste the link to. So that's awesome that it's going to prompt you to say, hey, like maybe you took 5 or 6 photos. So here's a sample, open and preview, allow. All right, so let me show you the previews that it came up with. Let me share my screen again. So this was the sample one it came up with, right? For May 1st, or 5.1 months of inventory on the market right now, buyers just got their leverage back using my brand kit. Now, what I don't like about this, it looks kind of really boring. Like I would not post this, to be honest with you. So what I would then do is say, um, I really don't like the backgrounds and images you're using. We really need to utilize um, Higgs field to create better UGC style graphics and backgrounds. I'll also upload an image for reference. So when you don't like something, you want to reference, okay, this is what I like. These are the types of posts I like. So then what I would do is go over to like Instagram. And then when I'm in Instagram, okay, I'm just gonna say I'm gonna find somebody's post in Southwest Florida that I really like. Um, Let me find it. So let's just say I'm on GoGo. Anybody know GoGo in EXP? I'm on her page. Hey, I really like stuff like that. So then I give it a reference to edit with, right? So now that it knows that, it's going to create one probably 10 times better. Yep. Oh, I didn't even see that you asked that question, Nicole. Yeah, and to be honest with you, what I would do when you're building out your agents, one big pro tip while it's building it out is um I'm sorry, I wasn't sharing my screen. So I uploaded the reference photo and I said I really don't like the backgrounds and images we're using. I like stuff like this. One big thing I would focus on doing is create a folder with all of your images of all your listings on your desktop. Create a folder with all of your favorite photos of you, and then create a folder that has your branding kit in it. Take those 3 folders and put them on the computer that is going to be used for your Claude bot, because that way you could just keep telling it, hey, I want you to reference these folders. You could even say, I want you to reference this image. And as long as you're naming your images like the property address, you could say, hey, I need to create a graphic for 123 Main Street. Please reference 123 Main Street's images. Is that making sense? Is everybody learning something like today, like how to build bots? I just want to make sure I'm not going over people's heads, that they actually see how kind of easy it is to do this. If you type one in the chat, that'd be amazing. Because you guys are really, really quiet. I don't know if you guys are just watching or because this is literally how you build your own AI workforce. Now, again, this one agent that we're building may take me 45 minutes to build, but once it's built, I don't have to worry about it anymore, right? So, one second. Yes, it'll automatically give you three posts every single day to review. Now look at how these images are. Now look at your social media posts. Everybody see those? Now notice I never gave it my own like my images, so it's putting just somebody's stock in there. But I think anyone would agree that you would post that on your social media, right? So you just have to prompt it to be better. Don't sit there and say, "Oh, it's not going to look good. Oh, it's not going to." It can. You just have to help it know what you're understand what you're doing, right? So now that it's done that, it's still working on a few more options, but let's see. That's actually really nice. Will it make different depending on the platform what needs? So Facebook, yes. If you prompt it to do that, yes. Again, it's all in prompting. Make a list of all those little things that you're asking, Nicole, and prompt it to do that. Okay, I need a post for Facebook that's this large. I need a post for Instagram that's this large. Okay? You could do all those things. It's actually the easy part. It's actually the easy part because what I would do is say, "Hey Claude, I'm going to be posting on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. What are the different styles of posting I should do on each platform, and what size images and videos should I have for each platform?" Boom. And just ask AI, right? That's how you figure it out, is you just ask AI. Okay. So while it's doing that, let's see what's going on here. Choose folder. Um, so now it's wanting to pull images from my folder on my computer. And this is why you only have what you need on your main computer. Oh, shoot. Oh, I don't want it doing that one. So now it's any image in this folder, it's going to pull in. So now I want to say, can you create me three test posts? Now, look, it's finding my logo, find some real photos, and build posts from them. It's going to create the three test posts. And then once I approve it, once I like what I see, I just click Save Skill and then play. Literally the play button. And it's going to be playing it every single day. So, pretty cool. So now it's building, building, building. And I am so sorry, guys, for all the pauses, but we're just doing this in real time. So as you know, it takes a second. And while it's doing that, I want to show you really quick inside, and I don't do this very often, but I want to show you inside of how it's responding to my team. So here's my team Slack. You could see here, we've been on this call at 10:16. Sent using Claude. Hey Rebecca, quick check-in. What are you working on today and any updates on your current projects? Just a line or two is great. Appreciate it. So I literally have my agents working for me, following up with them in real time. Then the other cool part, let me show you this right here. So now this is my end of day report it sends me. It tells me where it needs attention. It tells me all the people that didn't respond to my Slack bot, and it tells me urgent, non-urgent, things like that. So it's literally managing my team for me, essentially, right? Literally managing my team for me. So pretty darn cool. Um, Now, wow, that's actually crazy. So this is one of the graphics it created. Just listed, move-in ready home in Tavares. 3-2 fence backyard, DM Tavares for details. It literally just created a social post. Now, does it look amazing? No. But what's wild to me is this is literally my home that I had listed in Tavares, and it literally was a 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom. It literally had a brand new kitchen and floors, and it literally did have a big back fenced in yard. That's creepy, but it knew all that. So it's kind of wild. So I could then just edit it to say, okay, all my posts, I want 3 photos instead of 1 photo, that kind of a thing. So you have to kind of set the standard. Um, So you're able to literally set it up now how you want. So now let's say, okay, Tony, I like where it's at. Now I want it to actually go. Okay, I like this. Now, how do I automate this agent to where it just happens and runs? Daily morning batch. So everything daily in the morning. Draft to notify me to approve. And boom. Guess what, guys? I just built a social media posting bot that posts for me every day. Same thing. Someone asked, I want an agent that cleans up my Gmail. You could literally have this connected to your Gmail accounts, have it reading your emails, help you reply to all of them, and let you know what's very urgent. Same thing. You just connect your Gmail to it. Again, how do I connect my Gmail? So AI does not have to be very hard, people. It does not have to be very hard. So I hope you all learned something today. Super excited for today's call. I'm going to be going more in depth as the weeks go on and how we build agents. We're going to be building different agents together. But see here, it's now telling me schedule. I just click schedule and this bot goes live. It's that simple. So, alrighty, everyone, have a great week. I really appreciate y'all, and we will see you next week. See you soon.